Hello students, this is the second video of this week, class 8, chapter number 4, algorithm and flowcharts. And in this video, you will study about disadvantages of a flowchart. In the previous video, I have discussed about flowcharts and its advantages. Now you will study about disadvantage. So first disadvantage is complex logic. Means sometimes the program logic is quite complicated and which is very difficult to show in a flowchart. The flowchart becomes very complex at that time. You can see that when any number can be divided by 2, then some result will come. This is a simple process, but when suppose 2 is divided by 0, it is not defined. This type of problem is a complex problem which could not be solved in the computer. Another example you can take, the square root of a negative number which is imaginary, okay, and the square root of a negative number cannot be solved in computer. So that type of problems become a complex one, and its flowcharts, and for making the flowcharts of such types of problem, it becomes very difficult. Okay. Now second disadvantage is alterations and modifications. If alterations are made inside the program, then we have to modify the flowcharts also. The flowcharts may require redrawing it completely. When any modifications we have done in the program, then we also have to modify the flowcharts. Again we need to redraw the flowcharts. Okay, so it wastes a lot of time and a lot of hard work can be wasted. Okay. Now next disadvantage is reproduction problem. Next disadvantage is reproduction problem. Means it is very difficult for the flowcharts to reproduce it. Means flowchart symbols cannot be typed, so its reproduction becomes a problem. Okay, suppose if we are doing in MS Word, if we are doing work in MS Word, in that MS Word we can copy the contents, okay, and we can paste anywhere, but for the flowchart symbols cannot be typed, it cannot be copied, so it becomes a problem for the software engineers, okay, for the programmers. Now coming to the next, now I will discuss some of the flowcharts. Okay, I will give some examples, I will discuss some of the problems. Now this is the flowchart to add two numbers and I have started this flowchart with an elliptical symbol in which I have written a start. This is the start or a stop symbol. Such kind of symbol is used for a start or a stop only. Okay. Then there is a arrow mark, means that is denoting the flow lines, flow of diagram. After start, I have used the parallelogram symbol. This is the input or output symbol. Input or output symbol both are same and both are in the shape of a parallelogram. In that symbol I have written input two numbers A and B. Two numbers are inputted in my program, and then flow lines is denoting a rectangular symbol. Means in that symbol, that is called the process symbol. The processing of data takes place there. Means the two numbers A and B has been added there, and the result is stored in the variable C. C is a variable, A and B is also a variable. A contains some numbers, B also contains some number, and both the numbers A and B has been added and the result is stored in the variable C. Now again the arrow lines, which is called the flow lines, is denoting the output, which is in the same shape of a parallelogram symbol. Okay, that is a output symbol. Now in output symbol I have written print C, means the result has been printed there. It is printing the result. Now at last I stop the flowchart. I can write a stop or end at last. Okay. Here you can see I have written input and print. Why I can't write enter two numbers, enter AB? We can write enter AB. No, we cannot write enter AB because input is a keyword. Input is a keyword, so we have to use keyword in flowcharts and algorithm. We only have to use keywords in flowcharts, algorithm and programs. We cannot use our own words. Okay, so that's why it is compulsory to use input there. You cannot write enter AB. Now for printing the output, you have to use print C only. Okay, you cannot write display C. That will be wrong. You have to write print C because print is a keyword. It is a keyword. Now keyword means some types of words which has some special meanings. Okay, which has some special meanings in the program, and our algorithm and flowcharts contain some keywords. Okay, and we have to use that keywords in our flowcharts and algorithm. Now coming to the next example, this is the flowchart to multiply three numbers, and again I am starting the program with that symbol, then arrow marks denotes inputting the number. Okay, arrow marks denotes the input process, and I have inputted the numbers A, B and C. I have taken three numbers, and age multiplied. In the next step I am processing the data, that is, it is in the shape of a rectangular symbol. It is a process symbol, and I am multiplying all the three numbers, age multiplied with B, age multiplied with C, and the result is stored in the variable D. Then the arrow mark means the flow line symbols denotes the output symbol. Okay, now in output symbol I have written print D, means whatever the result comes, it is printed there. Okay, now at last I have stopped the flowchart. Okay, I have ended the flowchart. I can write end or stop at last. Now you can see here, when I have multiplied A multiplied with B and B multiplied with C, in that multiplication I have not used multiplication sign. Why I haven't used multiplication sign? Because there is no such kind of sign in our keyboard. In computer keyboard there is no such kind of multiplication sign. So multiplication in programs is shown with the help of asterisk sign. Asterisk sign is known as multiplication sign, or you can say a star sign. If you are not understanding asterisk, you can understand it is a star. It is said asterisk. Okay, so asterisk sign denotes multiplication sign in computer. Now coming to the next example, create a flowchart to input two numbers and print the greater. You have to create the flowcharts for this. Now two numbers will be inputted in this program and the greater number will be printed. Okay, so I am starting the process. I am starting the flowchart at the top, then input two numbers A and B, and then it goes, the flow of data will reach to a diamond shaped symbol which is called test symbol or condition symbol. Okay, decision symbol or test symbol, in which condition is checked. It is checking the condition, two numbers has been inputted, and it is checking the number, it is checking the condition whether A is greater than B or not. And if A is greater than B, then the flow of data goes to the left side and it will print. If the condition is true, it will go to the left side and it will print A is greater. Okay, it will print A is greater. And if the condition is not true, then the flow of data goes downwards and it will print B is greater. Okay, it will print b is greater and then it stops. Means if a is greater, it will print a is greater and it will stop, and if a is not greater means the condition is false, then it will print b is greater and then it will stop. So in this way I have completed this chapter, students, and these flowcharts and algorithms are very important if you want to go in IT field. So you have to improve your basic, so you please pay attention towards this topic, because if you want to be a software engineer in future, so your basic must be very good. Okay, you have to clear your basic, and these are the basic to learn programming language. In the next chapter, chapter number 5, you will learn about Java. Okay, so you should improve your basic. You will revise these chapters. Okay, thank you, students.